Come on. Go get my Skell license. Then I'll rest or something or other. And then the Gnosis will attack, and Cosmos will wake up, and then the story actually begins. Oh, Chief Uzuki, here to use the IGS simulator. Sure, I'd like to try it now. Or, yeah, I'd like to try it. Alright, I'll boot up the simulator. Sure, I already know this, but this is an UGS battle simulator, so please be sure to use an AWES during combat. Once in a while, I get people who fight barehanded, but that defeats the purpose of the simulator. Anyway, good luck. Yeah, the game is being like, hey, remember the mechanics here.
Get out of my way, or else.
Okay, so this is just a tutorial thing here. I might not have needed to do this. This might have been optional, but oh well. Uggs. You. When thinking about Legend of Zelda, man, I still have the same HP that carried over since since the VR stuff from before. What the hell? What's up with that? When it comes to other Zelda games, I know a lot of people have complained about Skyward Sword having a slow start. Which I can get there, but man, when I think about slow starts in a video game, I'm gonna be thinking about this game from now on. Because this is absurd. No, I don't think that one is that slow of a start. Like, you're starting under, like, the ruins of Hyrule Castle. And see, like, Manendorf there, and I can do that again, because I have enough action points. And that brings you directly into the inciting event, like, right at the beginning of the game. And then you start on, like, you know, the tutorial island, and you're actually doing stuff gameplay-wise. You do, like, the 4 shrines in the tutorial island, kind of like the Great Plateau of Breath of the Wild. And then the world opens up and you're into it there. So I don't think Tears of the Kingdom has a slow start. That kind of brings you right into shit is happening. Is the case. I think my favorite of these Xeno games in terms of, like, a strong start is honestly Xenoblade Chronicles 1, with, like, the battle on Sword Valley showing the stuff that leads up to the stuff that's actually important, with you not even playing the main character yet, with it being, like, you have to clear that segment before you actually play as your main character of Shulk. You do the tutorial completely with Dunban with these very freebie battles. So, like, you get this very, like, right in the action and crazy stuff happening and amazing cutscenes, while also granting, like, a tutorial in, like, a relatively freebie way. And then when the game actually starts with Shulk, it's like, yep, here's normal combat without it being, like, the biggest freebie ever, because, like, the biggest freebie ever already happened with Dunban, and cool stuff there, and it's... I love the start of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 so much. It's such a good hook. The moment I saw that for the first time on my 3DS, I knew, like, oh god, this is gonna be a sick game. Like, that is a really good example of a strong, heated start. The opening of Xenoblade 3 is not half bad either, with, like, the lead-in cutscenes, and then you going right into battle, and it's like, oh shit, what's going on here? I want to learn what's going on here, as you go, like, right into the battle against a rival colony. Like, that's kind of cool. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 probably has the weakest immediate start. Once you get to, like, the actual inciting event of, like, escaping with Pyra as, like, you're fighting Jin and Mallows and stuff, I really like that. I think that's a really strong inciting event. That's something that got me going, ooh, I can't wait to see what the rest of this game holds, because that was pretty kick-ass, especially with, like, the quality of the cutscenes. But the game leading up to that point was probably the slowest start of the Xenoblade Chronicles series. But now, in terms of Xeno games in general, my god. This is such a slow start. Well, if it isn't the Vector Chief, what can I help you with today? I'll sell you whatever you need real cheap. Could you show me? Sure. Yeah, and, like, there's some really cool wow factor there as well. Should I get some stuff before the Gnosis attack? I only have the 1 revive here. That's a weird way to show money in a game. Like, so I know exactly how many decimals I can, how many digits I can go up to. Not decimals here. Just all these zeros on the left side there. And the price of all these things. Just all the zeros on the left side to show what the price can go up to. But why doesn't it just show 20, 40, 20, under 20, 60? Like, I guess maybe it's a stylistic thing, but it's kind of weird. I get a uniform. Uniform for Feeble Vector employees. Okay, it shows the different stats on them, but it doesn't show how it would change my actual stats. Can I select one and then see how it would change my thing? Nope. Nope. Okay, well, can't exactly do that there then. And then, yeah, so I only have these 2 tabs right now, it looks like. So, I don't know, maybe I should get the revive or 2 here? Sure, buy a couple revives so I have some. Wait, when was the last time we had a game with the currency money? Good question. As if it having a specific name like Gil or anything, it's literally just money. It's right on the money with that description there. And presumably in a world like this, 4,000 years in the future, I presume that all money would probably be digital. There probably wouldn't be physical money anymore. So they just call it money just because that's what it is or something. Maybe there's only one currency for humanity at this point. I don't know. All allies / save points only. HP, EP, full recovery. Okay, I don't have any of these. So I guess that's a way to fully restore myself at save points. So it's like tense in Final Fantasy VII. Is what that's like then. One ally, escape from battle. Oh, you need to use an item to escape in this game. Escape pack. Alright, well, give me a few of these escape packs. Yeah, and Tales of Isgald. You right there. Here, give me a couple of these. Just give me, like, some good starting things. Let's not go completely broke. But, get me some items to kind of start out this game with. Thanks for your business. Oh, I almost forgot. I have some interesting information. Vaporizer plugin being used experimentally in the simulator? Yes, my company developed it. Yes, that's the one. It destroys obstacles via connection gear. They're announcing a working model soon, so Vector is sending us prototypes. Yeah, so many people have already told me that. If you're interested, come back later. Okay. Really ticks me off. We have to escort an investigation we know nothing about and take on enemies that we know even less about. One thing's really hit the fan were the ones who have to bear the full brunt of it. You should just leave it to the Aurelians to get their asses kicked by those ghosts. Wait, so he literally calls them ghosts in slang. And again, I've heard that the ghosts in Xenoblade X, as of Definitive Edition, and as actually seeing the ghosts firsthand, have some similarities to the Gnosis, and apparently a very similar role, where they're apparently like the correctors of the universe, or whatever the heck. Because I remember after playing X Definitive Edition and being like, what the hell is going on with the ghosts here? I looked into it, and people were like, oh yeah, they're basically just like the Gnosis from Xenosaga. And it just make me wonder, was that the original plan for the ghosts in Xenoblade X? Like with the original plans with the Wii U release, the version that got scrapped where the ghosts were going to have a bigger role in Xenoblade X? Or was their purpose repurposed into the overall Xeno stuff that they've decided to do nowadays to make them more similar to the Gnosis here? But maybe they are just called ghosts as slang. Those ghosts. So maybe it was always the plan with Xenoblade X. I don't know. I'm looking at the freaking video because I'm here in the hangar and shit isn't happening. Oh, man. This is going to be just like my Final Fantasy VII playthrough where I refer to a long playthrough throughout the whole thing, isn't it? Oh, I just need to talk to you. Okay. But yeah, this is very convenient, just playing on PC. I don't have to be, like, switching my input if I was playing on physical hardware here. You're from Vector, right? There's a package for you. It's addressed to Miss Suzuki. Looks dangerous, so be careful while handling it. NWS. So this is what Miyuki's email was about. I guess she still intends to use me as her guinea pig. Named MWS. Okay, now what? Now what do I do to progress? Really? You did that the entire game? Not the entire game, but a lot of it to figure out where the hell I was going. So I was kind of following a long play pretty closely throughout it. Or to even understand what the hell I did in some mini games. Like, the whole mash of this button to warm up to not freeze and respawn at the cabin when it didn't give me the same button prompt that it should have. Apparently in the original game you had to mash square. For me, it wanted me to mash the switch button, which is like this button right here. I had to mash in Final Fantasy VII to stay warm and not get, like, booted out. There might have been some earlier bits. I don't remember, but for sure when the world opened up, yeah. I had to refer to a long play. I don't remember when we played Tales of Symphonia. We referred to a long play a decent bit in that RPG as well, getting lost. I just want to see where the hell the person in the long play goes. So they do this as well. I already did that. Tales of series vibes. I didn't need to do that for Tales of Arise. But I did have to do that for Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Vesperia, as you know. Sure you already know this. Where do they go to progress? Do you go back to your room now and now you rest? Now that you got the thing? Like, that's what my assumption would be. I think I should go rest in my room for a while. Okay, it does just say that. Yeah, so we go to our room, we save, we pass out, and then the Gnosis attack. Cosmos wakes up, she goes off on her own mission, and then, like, maybe we go pursue Cosmos, and then, like, the game actually starts. Ever get the Knights of the Round materia? I don't think I did. I got things like the Ultima Sword, but I didn't get the Knights of the Round materia. I'm getting a little tired. I should go rest in my room for a while. Maybe I will when I play the remake games. I assume it'd be a thing in Rebirth. Or no, maybe it'd be a thing in the final remake game. Because don't you have to do something with, like, all the weapons or something or other? I don't remember. But yeah, those games I meant that game, Arise. I was rewatching your Tales of Arise playthrough not too long ago and almost forgot that game had a DLC story. Yeah, that was released like a year or two after the fact. Which is like, hey, good on them for making a DLC actually after the fact. Something that truly only started development afterwards and really is just bonus content. Unlike something like Pokemon Legends ZA where it's like, hey, we've opened up pre-orders for DLC of our game that isn't even out yet. Screw them for that, man. I like the detail with her, like, looking over at, like, other characters that are on the side. Okay, that's kind of cool. Where the heck is my room, man? Game is so freaking beautiful, though. Holy crap, forgot how amazing the art style was they did with it. Yeah, it's a very visually impressive game. I'm quite the fan. I do wish that there was just, like, some general ship music here. It does feel very hollow and empty when, you know, it's just silent most of the time. This is my second biggest complaint. But my biggest complaint is the map and getting lost. Like, come on, other games of the era had, like, a map that actually showed the layout. You could have at least had that. Like Metal Gear Solid 2, for example. But yeah. Well, let's see here. I gotta at least get to the inciting event this stream. This is ridiculous. I'd be able to look over and say exactly how long I've been streaming, but I was playing a little bit of Elden Ring Night Rain with my family before this point during the same stream, so I can look over and see that I've been streaming for 4.5 hours, but I know that it's not with this game alone. I should have done a stream of this game alone at some point, and then I could look over and say, wait, it's over this way, isn't it? And know exactly how much time I have, and I'll know here momentarily when I save anyway. Was it the... No, it wasn't this one. It was the one over here, right? But yeah. I didn't even realize they were teasing about copyright. I don't believe that Xenoblade music is copyrighted. But... Oh, okay. This is where I needed to go.
Mistake, Cherenkov. I believe I already warned you about the dangers of the Zohar.
Yeah, 3 people have already vanished there.
Careful while retrieving it.
Yes, sir. I'm afraid there's no excuse for the fatalities that occurred during the recovery.
Are the people
However,
that
we
vanished
can't-
the fatalities?
Forget it. The problem is that those people touched the Zohar and then vanished. And in addition to that, you're still transporting it while exposed to normal space.
I recognize his voice from somewhere, I
Because of
think.
that, we've had to move the plan up 2 phases. We can't have the Zohar falling into the government's hands.
Oh, are we not affiliated with the government?
Phases. But why are you...
I thought we were. Shion's research is being paid for by the government.
On our EPR radar. The
So what's
fleet
going
is
on here?
column jumping towards the position of your convoy. They'll cross your vector in 5 hours, 22 minutes.
No, it can't be. Them?
I told you
Them?
you've made a grave mistake. We dispatched reinforcements an hour ago. So keep it safe at all costs until they arrive.
Will they make it in time?
Just keep it safe until they arrive. I don't care if you have to send it into hyperspace by itself. Fortunately for you, your ship is carrying that weapon.
Yeah, right?
I don't know what Vector's up to, but take advantage of the situation if you can.
Excuse me, sir, but they haven't even started field testing it yet. It's too risky.
You, of all people, should be cognizant of its power. I don't care if it's unstable. Make them hurry.
But sir...
That is all.
Commander, wait! Commander Margulis!
Oh, now you can look it up. Behind the voice actors, Commander Margulis Xenosaga. Let's see here. behind the voice actors. Oh, this is
Like
for
I told
Xenosaga
you
Episode
before,
3.
I can't go anywhere until my
Franchise
project
Xenosaga.
stabilizes.
If I just Control
Don't you
F for
remember?
Commander.
You know
Oops.
how long you've been saying that?
Margulis.
I haven't seen you for 2 years now. You could at least come home for our parents' memorial. Where's your sense of filial duty?
Michael McConnell?
Memorial?
Who else is
Oh,
he
come
voiced?
on. Why are you trying to resurrect obscure ancient
Lots of
rituals?
things.
Wait
In a lot of different animes.
You've been reading those weird old books again, haven't you? I swear.
Probably
you're
recognize
so
his voice from
obsessed
all
with those
over.
Precious books of
He's in a
yours.
lot of things.
That is none of your business, thank you very much. How many times must I tell you
There's
not to
5
quibble
characters in
about
Hunter
my
x
way
Hunter
of life?
2011.
What do you mean, way of life? All that stuff's just a stupid old.
He's done a
hobby
lot
for
of
you.
different characters
Just
in
remember,
7 Deadly
Don't
Sins.
expect me to
different
take you in when
versions.
you're old, senile, and all alone.
That's terribly.
Yeah, he's in a
You
lot
should.
of different
Don't worry
animes.
about me. Just promise me you'll come home this
He's in
year,
a
okay?
Batman thing.
If you
2013
don't-
game.
All right. When I get some time off. Look, gotta run. See ya.
Hey, wait. I'm
Yeah,
not going
lots
to let
and
you
lots
dodge
and
the
lots of
question
things.
again.
Is there anything specific I
Hello?
recognize, I wonder?
Hello?
As I'm scrolling through here. He has a very
Honestly.
long resume.
I wish he'd consider my feelings for a change.
Should I have been paying more attention during that cutscene? Was it important? Yeah, he's been a lot of things. Apparently he's in Tales of the Abyss. Van Grants is the name of the character he played in Tales of the Abyss. That's familiar to you, Guzma. And all sorts of different things. Interesting. A few Dynasty Warriors titles there. Apparently he plays Margulis in all 3 of the Xenosaga games. So I guess that's going to be a recurring character. That's why it's so familiar. You should play that game, though. Yeah. I'm a little tired. I feel bad about doing this, but I think I'll rest a bit. Can't yet. I'm worried about everyone. Can I save first? That's right. Before I go to sleep, I should check on everyone. I just want to save first is all I want to do. So now we're going to get our inciting event, right? Like, right now? Here we go. 2.5 friggin' hours, man. This is ridiculous. Alright, now. Inciting event. They're coming. It's so good. Here. Now, this is going to lead into inciting event. And then stuff will happen. Look at this tiny little
Good night.
LED I keep around my neck. Hopefully. Commander Margulis said that it was going to be 5.5 hours before they appear. Imagine there's actually 5.5 hours more of gameplay before the inciting event. How ridiculous would that be? More stuff that the Zohar is showing us. Yeah, let's not. I mean, I heard that this game and the second one were pretty slow-paced. Because, again, this was originally planned to be a 6-game series. So, they designed 1 and 2 in mind, with them being the first and second part of a 6-part series. Before Namco was like, nope, it's not doing as well as we'd hoped. We're putting down the kibosh on this. You can only do 1 more game. So they had to cram the next 4 games worth of stuff they wanted to do all into 3. So, I've heard that pacing is pretty decently slow with 1 and 2. And mostly just set stuff up for the future. That is all, like, hashed out in 3. So we'll see. We'll see how much of that is the case. Definitely feels like it in the very beginning here, at least. But we'll see about the general plot threads in the later parts of this game. Another pre-rendered scene. So are you like the spirit of the Zohar or something? Or you're a being that's going to be communicating us through another dimension? From another dimension through the Zohar? Maybe. I don't know. And now the Gnosis come and attack. That are another faction. But I assume when they said that they were referring to the Gnosis or something, right? And why did the Zohar look different during our visions? Not having the X there. This area gives me a little bit of vibes of Blade Barracks from Xenoblade X. Honestly. Cosmos is gonna be like, oh shit, time to wake up and kick some ass. Right?
What the? You're all still here?
Hey, how's it going? We're trying to pinpoint today's problem, among other things. What about you?
No, Commander Cherenkov gave me a piece of his mind earlier.
Ouch. Glad to see you survived.
I don't know why my wrist has been in such
That
pain the
guy's
past few days.
relentless.
It's just been like the past few days here. It started with my thumb and now it's like my whole hand, but especially wrist.
He just went on and on.
Man, that's
Yeah,
just
maybe
not
it will
right.
be.
Seriously. But it isn't right to have the chief taking all the heat.
I'd be worried about that mug sliding
Still.
off.
I wonder why he seemed so nervous.